Welcome to the live stream, Smash team and other new viewers. Looking at the sun at 193 angstroms here, we see a large coronal hole entering the Earth-facing zone as the earthquake risk rises. We are also expecting a KP4 today. So we are expecting some geomagnetic unrest to be happening later today. We're going to look at a bunch of other data here. We're going to give you 1 minute of lead time, so please tell your friends and foes to join the live chat. And thanks for tuning in, everybody. We're going to keep this one pretty short here. So we're going to go through a bunch of stuff at a breakneck pace. Let's look at the 171 angstroms view. This is, again, 48 hours of activity. And welcome to July. Active region rising just behind that coronal hole. And here are the magnetic lines at 94 angstroms. We see a lot of open field lines down in the southeast, right there. And let's keep this thing going. Please support the channel by visiting the links in the description below this video, such as our Hemp Lucid Spaced Out campaign specifically for our spaced out viewers. They've got whole seed, whole plant CBDs and hemp seed oil extract, 30% off for the 1,000 milligrams of that. So if you're buying CBD products, please do it through our links and help to keep these videos coming out. We're going to skip cosmic rays today and look at the real-time solar wind. We see a highly negative BZ here. And let me just make sure that's refreshed. All right, so we see a solar wind density at about 4 points. Let's let that reload here. Solar wind density 7.02 protons per cubic centimeter. We've got missing data here for the phi angle and the BTBZ for some reason. Never seen that before. And here's a 363 kilometer per second solar wind speed. Looks like a coronal hole wind stream. Let's look at the magnetosphere movies. First, the density, which looked quite anomalously yesterday and is not loading today. How you like them apples? Let's try again. Just plain old not playing, folks. I don't know what else to tell you. Is it going to work or is it not going to work? That is the question. Apparently not. Let's try the pressure. Nope. Not going to load. Is it going to load? Nope. Let's look at the ground geospace ground magnetic perturbations. Not going to play either. What's up with that University of Michigan geospace model? Space weather modeling framework screwed up. smAsho.org. Again, support us via the links below this video in the description. And check out Patreon. There are some posts there that are not even for paid members. So some of these posts everybody can see, such as our mission. So go visit patreon.com/smAshomash. Also visit the cycling team site, theveloshop.net. Buy yourself a bike. If you're a prepper, you don't have a bike, you're not prepped. Thanks everybody who's donating. Also check out the original music, also in the links in the description. 10.7 centimeter radial flux back down to 67. Solar minimum conditions drag on. Let's look at space weather news for some more data. Here's the X-ray flux, totally flatlined. And a highly negative BZ and a highly powered BT. So there we go. Those are the ACE and the Discover are agreeing here major earthquake risk as a result of that. Look for that 180-degree phi angle to show up today, as that coronal hole is right in the Earth-facing zone. Magnetometer very low, and some serious spikes in that, as we saw that uptick in the solar wind density and speed at the same time here. KP is now at 3, so we're approaching those possible unrest, geomagnetic unrest conditions. Electron flux incredibly low, some of the lowest values we've ever seen. And yet there are still some charging hazards, so check that out. Pretty funky stuff going on, folks. F2 layer's looking pretty normal, actually. And we're just going to play the GOES X-ray imager real quick here. This active region, which became a sunspot for a very short period, still degrading. Active region here also. And this large plage, probably going to increase the X-ray background. We don't see it yet, though. Here's the Gong 2 stuff, the top view ecliptic plane field plot. This data 1 hour and 32 minutes old. And we're going through a polarity sector crossing right here. So the current sheet, we're about to be in the North Pole associated region. And it's going to take another day or so for that to complete, in my estimation. But we're not going to see wild spikes in the magnetometer from that, just from the incoming solar wind. Here's a location of your planets on July 1st. There's where they'll be on July 8th, 1 day before the Saturn opposition. Here's where the stars are above my head. Check out in-the-sky.org. Make your own star map, drawing the ecliptic. And if you're up before dawn, you should be able to see Jupiter and Saturn. Follow us on other social media, such as Twitter. Links in the description of that. Facebook also. On Instagram, we don't always get serious there. Sometimes we post stuff just for fun.
Hey, what's going on around here? This guy won't let me take his clothes off. Oh, a tough guy, eh? We'll take care of him right now.
Also on Gab, putting actual posts up there now, getting involved. And on Minds, minds.com/smAsho. The social media that's open source and will not censor you. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Like the video, press subscribe. We're stuck at 1,337 subscribers. And yes, I did refresh this today. The earthquake rundown. Last 24 hours, here's a 4.6 in Papua New Guinea at depth. Looks like an earthquake downtick, folks. 4.7 at Alaska. Out in the Aleutian Islands near that volcano. Raikoke, I believe it is. Largest quake in quite a while there. 4.8 in Mexico. 4.2 in Nevada. That's an odd one there. Please leave a comment if you felt that one. 4.4 at Kamchatka. Here's a 4.2 at Chile at depth. Heads up, Andean viewers, for a larger quake at the surface, as that one is at 161 kilometers. Here's a 5.2 at Japan. See a 4.6 at Argentina, also at depth. Heads up, Argentinians. Solar eclipse coming tomorrow, a total. 4.5 in Japan, 5.0 at Tajikistan, as the Middle Eastern quakes continue. 4.5 at Kamchatka, Russia, and a 5.0 at Russia. Here are the pressure maps, courtesy of windy.com, who makes a great mobile app also. Here's where things are now. And we'll just let that play for a couple of days. Here's the pressure tomorrow morning, universal time. And we'll stop the video at Wednesday. And here's midnight UT Tuesday into Wednesday. Volcano rundown. Now we've seen some stratospheric injections this year. I think 3 or 4 of them already. Explosive activity continues at Tacona with a 7,000-foot plume there. Popocatépetl. Volcanic ash is dissipated in satellite imagery. Revenador. New emissions there of ash and Sabancaya, producing a 24,000-foot ash plume. Please do not pole vault Sabancaya. Here's a U.S. Doppler radar. Some heavy storms in the north-central U.S. once again. There's a lightning map. If you don't have lightningmaps.org, next time you hear thunder, check it out. Mankato. Waseca. There's thunder rolling in Waseca. Welcome to the That Is an Ass, and that is a hole in the ground section. I'm going to define a term. Google, Facebook, Apple, and Twitter have a plethora of
flippant
employees who really, really suck at writing code and at politics. How'd that Hillary Clinton election work out for you guys? Check out an objective search engine known as DuckDuckGo. Links in the description of that also. Check out a browser that won't track you. Brave browser, brave.com. Some brilliant folks who are trying to fix the internet while other companies try to break it. By the way, they won't succeed since the internet can break those companies. But those companies can't break the internet. So enjoy that. Here's a gold chart. Down 23 bucks to $13.90 per ounce. Here's a silver chart. Shockingly down 12 cents to $15.22. Again, there's gold, there's silver. Gold near a 6-year high. Silver, not even close. Here are the futures. Oil is up to $60.20. They're your agriculture futures. The dollar's up 4 cents on some weak euro and Japanese yen. Dow is set to open 286 points higher on good news regarding deals between Russia, Saudi Arabia, China, and the U.S. Here's the S&P. Looks exceedingly overvalued to me. Here's Bitcoin on the Coinbase exchange. Extreme run-up. Looks like it has some support. Here's Ethereum on the Coinbase exchange. Note how high the volume is on the Ethereum trading. So I find that very interesting. Look how low the volume is on the Bitcoin. Over 5 times as many trades on Coinbase for Ethereum. Anyway, don't trust those volume data, folks. Sometimes they're phony. And remember, there's a bunch of exchanges that have to announce. Check out Science Alert. Insanely gorgeous photos of Jupiter. Check it out. Out of control. And check out Kevin Gill. Kevin Gill is shredding it. Check out his Flickr page. This dude is kicking ass and taking names. And I wanted to show you this Jupiter flyby that he did. It's a red spot flyby. And it's crazy. Check this out. Crazy close-up of the great red spot. Please leave a comment if you think this is a cyclone or an anticyclone. I believe it is an anticyclone, believe it or not. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't remember. Anyway, this great view of the red spot. Links in the description to that as well, so please visit them. If you want to process images yourself, links to this also from the Juno Cam. You can do it. So please do. Yesterday was Asteroid Day. the anniversary of the Tunguska blast. And sadly, NASA still can't track all of the possible civilization-ending asteroids. Every once in a while, we don't find out about one until it flies past or explodes. Anyway, links to this article also. So have yourself a read if you like. About that time, folks. So thanks for tuning into the smAsho stream. Here's 48 hours of the sun in 335 angstroms. We've got an interesting sprite right here. Right there. You see that? Right above that plage. Probably some filamentary activity associated with the plage. This active region under my pointer. See a big streak right there on the 335 angstroms view. Anyway, thanks again for tuning in, folks. Remember, when you're staring at the sun, don't drink. And if you drink, stare at the sun anyway, just don't drive. And since it'll never be now again, may the solar wind be at your back and the atherosclerosis absent from your circulatory system.